Aloha Headsets. Frank here, and it's review time once again, and we're headed back to Duvley, Louisiana for round 2 of the BAM footage series. Now, like the previous installment, Volume 2 offers us 2 VHS tapes, 21 in daughters, and a new playable mode, Jack's 55th birthday. And as before, only the VHS tapes are playable in VR. So, without any further ado, take a look.
First, record rain over the past few days has left many residents in some of the parishes knee-deep in floodwaters.
That smells good, don't it?
I feel like it was just yesterday that I finally escaped the Baker House, only to be dragged right back in. BAM Footage Volume 2 is the second installment of DLC for Resident Evil 7, and just like the first, with it comes some awesome new gameplay, as well as some much needed backstory. I enjoyed my time spent with Lucas and the family, but as always, don't just listen to me, take a look. Story. The cast of characters is still the same, but this time you play as both Clancy and Mia. In 21, you are strapped to a chair and must play a twisted game of blackjack for your life. Dialogue is fun, and although I'm not the best gambler, I still had a good time, even though I kept dying. Next up, Daughters finally lets us see the Baker family before the outbreak, and honestly, I wouldn't mind hanging out with them a little bit. Sadly, the family time ends quickly as you witness the beginning of the end of Happy Jack. Visuals. Like the main game and the first DLC, visuals are wonderful and I have no complaints. Audio. Just like the visuals, audio is high quality and does a wonderful job at keeping me immersed. Gameplay. Just like the previous DLC and the main game, all the controls transfer over, but there is very little for gameplay in 21. Don't get me wrong, the minigame is fun, but card games aren't really my thing, and although it did have far more depth than I originally anticipated, there was truly no draw for me to go back. Like a standard game of Jack Black, you are trying to hit 21 or closest to, with the victor leaving with more than just a trophy. Things get a little crazier as new cards are added, but it just doesn't feel like a substantial piece of content to me. Now, the gameplay overall for Resident Evil 7 is amazing, but the story kept me just as immersed. I really did enjoy my time with the Baker family, so getting the chance to relive the events leading up to the events of the main game was awesome to me, but I really think something like this should have been included in the first place. I understand 21 and BAM Footage Volume 1, but this mode in particular truly should have been there from the start. It all starts out at a family gathering where Evelyn has fallen ill, then within minutes, all hell breaks loose. Once again, you must escape the residents, but this time you take on the role of Mia. There is far more depth to this mission than the rest, but after a play or two, I don't really see myself going back. Everything works wonderfully and I never felt bored, and I know that Jack's 55th birthday does offer more replayability, but I'm playing for VR, and sadly this one is a bit lacking. Motion sickness. 21 is basically stationary, so no issues there, and if you never had any problems with the main game, then Daughters should be a breeze. Although, I recently did hear that chewing gum while playing can help alleviate some motion sickness, so if you get sick, it could be worth a shot, and let me know how it goes. Drift. No drift. Value. Now, the previous DLC was only $9.99, and I still go back and play through Nightmare on an almost daily basis, but this one sitting at $14.99 and offering far less replayability just doesn't sit right for me. I really don't think it's fair that you have to purchase DLC to get story content, but hey, what can I do about it? If you truly love the main game and the story, you might find it worth your penny, but part of me feels like buying into this is just telling developers that it's okay. Verdict. The visuals are solid, audio is wonderful, and gameplay is undeniably top-notch, but for 15 bucks, I'm not so sure my VR trips back to Duvley, Louisiana will be frequent enough to warrant the purchase. If you didn't already grab the season pass and you're really only playing for the VR portions, you might want to hold off on this one. You are dead. Well, that's it for this one. Did you get the season pass? Do you feel this is worth your investment? Are you able to say, forget about it? Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up. Hey, if you want to stay up to date on everything PlayStation VR and you don't mind this ugly mug, friggin' subscribe!
PSVR, Frank. It's lit!
Hey you, check out this video or this video. And if you haven't already, friggin' subscribe! I mean, come on!